as I say every single Monday morning, it is a vibe. What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy pal, Hey Archer. Welcome back to Hey Archer. Welcome back to Nerdy Coffee here on Nerd Affiliated. I thought everything was going to be on time today. I was feeling it. Then again, lost track of time. I hurt my back yesterday, so that's also throwing me off. But it is what it is. We're here for your Monday morning recovery show where we sit back, relax, enjoy a nice cup of coffee, and talk about some exciting things from last week. We also have a Hasbro Pulse sale that's supposed to be going on, but as I keep loading the website, I see nothing. Am I supposed to scroll somewhere? Don't see anything. Yeah, Hasbro be sucking, man. They be sucking hard. Anyway, pause. Like I said, there's a lot to discuss, a lot of movie news. Transformers came out last week. I know 4 people that saw it. That's about it. But if you saw it, definitely let us know down in the comments. If you got a YouTube channel, a podcast, a vlog, an OnlyFans newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat, support one another, plug yo shit. And we have the one, the only Anthony joining us today. So he said he may even look at the Hasbro sale and see if there's things that he wants. So without further ado, I'll bring in Senor Anthony, which now it's not taking you on screen. So cover your camera for a second. I think it is kind of covered. While I add and subtract. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
Oh, there you go. And I hear you.
Sweet. Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Well, I feel bad about your back, but I'm okay otherwise. What did you do? Or is it something that you can only talk about on the OnlyFans?
Fair. No, legit old man shit where you just kind of do something the wrong way and it goes out. For me, I was actually putting the bike rack on the truck and I just picked it up, put it in, and then my back was like, fuck you. And donezo.
Been there.
Yeah.
Talk to me when you sneeze and you blow your back out. That's old man status.
I think I've done that. I'm pretty sure.
Do you want to talk about the toy real quick? Because actually I have been scrolling around the page looking for it. I didn't find it, but I sent you a link to what I did find.
Let's see.
Which is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
That looks straight out of the
cartoon.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, Beast Wars.
That's crazy. I didn't see it. I almost saw it this weekend. Then laziness and not wanting to just feeling bad about going to sit in a movie theater on a nice day won out.
Yeah. No, it's we'll talk about it when it gets to box office recap. Because Transformers did not do very well this weekend. At the same time, I think it did what we kind of expected it to do. But right now, I texted you a little earlier today. I'm currently watching Avatar 2. And I feel much better being able to start it, pause it, go back, continue, versus taking the time to actually go there, as you even mentioned, on a nice day and kind of waste time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But you got to attend something fun this weekend. Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yes, I attended Ghostbuster Day at the actual firehouse in Tribeca, New York, and that's the second time I've gone, and that was a lot of fun. The cars, people in the costumes. Somebody made I have a picture on the page on the Instagram. Somebody made the remote control trap that you see at the end of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Nice.
So a lot of cool stuff. There was a wedding. My highlight was the dog. I'm sorry to everybody who took the time to dress up and, spend thousands and thousands of dollars making a car and all this stuff. There was a dog. So that was the highlight for me.
That'll do it sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm a simple creature. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun to go and see all that. And it's just really cool to see even before the movie, like there was still an interest, like there was still people coming around apparently. But since the movie, like, it's cool to see how many people enjoy this thing from way over 30 years ago now. So
which is crazy.
yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, it's 30 years ago. No, no, it's not 30 years ago. It's more like 40 years ago now, I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the part that's always interesting to me was when you were the one that broke the news to me that the outside of the firehouse is, where they filmed the outside of the firehouse, but the insides are completely somewhere else. Not even the same thing.
Yeah. So the outside, like I said, is Hook and Ladder 8 in Tribeca, but the inside, I could Google, but I can't multitask. There's a firehouse in LA that they use for the interiors. And actually,
Oh.
I've been told, and I've confirmed, I only saw this, I saw The Mask. If you watch the movies The Mask, and I think it's called National Security with
Mm-hmm.
Martin Lawrence and the guy he's been in so much stuff. He was in Sahara with Matthew McConaughey, not Matthew McConaughey, the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it as well. And so if you watch The Mask, it's the garage where he goes to pick up his car from getting repaired. That's the inside there. And if you watch National
Yep.
Security, it's it's the bad guys hideout.
Interesting.
You see the interiors. So, and I'm sure there's been others, but those are just the two
That
that
stand out.
that stand out that I've been told about. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool. And not to make this all about Ghostbusters, but McKenna Grace, the star of the new one,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video on her Instagram. She slides down a pole. She's on set. She slides down a pole. She walks past an ecto, and the interior is, I guess, a replica of the movie Ghostbuster Firehouse. But the exterior, they built at least a story and a half of the firehouse that I can see from the video, and it's really cool because like these guys recreated the sidewalk. They recreated like there's a cobblestone street that's half covered by pavement. So like there's this weird exposed section of cobblestone and then it's paved street and they recreated it down to that for the movie. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Say hi to everybody in the chat. I did not have the chat overlay up, so I didn't even realize everybody was jumping in already. Sal,
oops.
good to see you there. Loving the palm in the background, helping the vibe. Yeah, that thing's dying because I keep lowering the blinds to do the show and forgetting to raise the blinds. So it's killing them. T3 in the house. Good to see you. Patrick in the house. Good to see you. Patrick actually, let me pull that up. Speaking of Transformers, he did a unboxing. When was that? Yesterday, I think. Where we at? Here we go. And the part that sucks was like it was not on my timeline, so I only caught it because he posted about it on Instagram. But he got himself an Optimus Prime here. So make sure you guys check that out.
Oh, sick.
T3 says that Rise of the Beast was good. Yeah, I'm hearing it's actually pretty good. Lenny last week saying he enjoyed Rise of the Beast over Spider-Man. So
Wow.
yeah. Yukon Phil in the house, good to see you. Aaron Waller in the house, good to see you. We've got a lot of killers in the house today. It's awesome. All right, so we have a lot to cover. You might go into slight overtime, but let me refresh this page again. And still nothing. Still nothing. Because unless I'm crazy, the Power Days sales event starting tomorrow. We got something special in store for you. Have your browser ready and your inbox refreshed. Oh, so they're gonna send like a new link? Is that what they're doing?
Well, that would explain why I can't find it because I'm not signed up to anything.
Yeah, but there's still nothing in the inbox, which is crazy. I hate Hasbro sometimes, man. I hate them sometimes. So we'll come back to that. Way to ruin the fun.
Just wanted to have a nice morning and spend money, but no Hasbro, no.
Couldn't do it. Just could not do it. All right, so let's start going into some nerd news. and gonna kind of be jumping around. But I figured since this guy's been getting a lot of defense in my comment section, I start with him first. Young Rock canceled after 3 seasons.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
Just makes me feel good. I don't know why. Makes me feel good. So yeah, the NBC revealed the cancellation today along with the grand crew, while a decision has yet to be made on the future of the American Auto. Separately picked up single blah 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 blah, all sorts of other stuff. Where's the stuff on the Rock? Yeah, so focused on him growing up, him coming up through the, I'm gonna say it, WWF, because I hate the name change.
Yes.
And I think where they were now on the show, from my understanding, was they were in the Attitude Era. So it was, picking up to some of the cooler moments in time. But alas, it is canceled. So did you even watch the show? And has anybody listening, watching, checked out Young Rock at all?
I think I saw like one episode randomly. And yeah, it was, I mean, I don't need a whole show about the guy's life. Like, I like watching the autobiographies. I think A&E had a whole bunch of them, and I blew through, like, the one on Warrior and Roddy Piper and all that stuff. I'd watch something like that about his life because he was a wrestler, and he was a big wrestler when I was huge into it. So
yeah,
I'd watch that, but I don't need a TV show, stroking the guy's ego about it. Like, maybe he does. I mean, I guess maybe his life lent more to family-friendly television. That's why they did it on him and not like, Hogan coming up and all this other stuff.
Right.
But nah, I'm good. I'll wait for the hour and a half documentary from A&E, and that'll make me happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think at a certain point, it's kind of tied into what we've been arguing this whole time, which is like, we're tired of the ego. We're tired of, him all over the place. And a show like that, there's no way that it's like, it's not coming from a humble perspective. Like, it's him. He's only going to show the highlights. Unlike the documentaries, it's not going to show the negative sides or anything bad or anything like that. So it's like, I have no interest in it.
Hang on. You want to know how not humble the show is?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I only saw one episode, but I'm assuming it all started this way. The show starts with it's X amount of time in the future, and he's actually been elected president, and he's sitting down with a news reporter to talk about his life and what led him to becoming president of the United States. Yeah. That's how not humble the show is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
And then Aaron Waller, to your question about what are we hunting for, I don't know for sure. I kind of wanted to see what was for sale. If a lot of the retro Spider-Man animated series stuff was on sale, I'd grab it. Let me pull it up here actually. All right, so like if this 3-pack was on sale, I'd probably grab it. I heard it's not as bad of a 3-pack as we all thought it would be, but this one normal price is $90 for 3 Spider-Man figures with not the greatest articulation. And as you can see, they don't even have the most accessories. So no Andrew Garfield head, no Tom Holland head, no Tobey Maguire head. Pause. So not for $90. Unless, do you think $90 is a good deal for this?
I'm the wrong guy to ask on that, man.
I think no. You're a casual collector, so you are the right guy to ask.
I mean, maybe like $30 $30 per. The fact that I don't have, like you said, a civilian head or even like a damaged mask head, something else like that would make me a little less. But like, honestly, I'd probably pick up that. I'd want more, but I'd probably pick that up for $90. You know, I'd wish there was more, like you said, and I wouldn't know about the bad articulation until you said it. That makes me going like, I'm not going to get that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
not for sure.
if you didn't say any of that, yeah, I probably would have picked it up.
Yeah, fair. You know what it is? I think maybe that's for a lot of people because they don't buy everything. They don't see where the companies kind of skimp out on certain things. So this is one where, yeah, I could see you getting it. I could see it kind of slipping by. And then when you see other figures, you're like, oh, wait, I can get it with like all that stuff. So, yeah. But sticking on Hasbro, I will congratulate them on one thing.
What's that?
And that is their latest Haslab. So in case anybody does not remember what the Haslabs are, oh wait, Lo-Fi Power Droid says, I think Hasbro took down the post for the sale. I was looking for it earlier and couldn't find it. There you go. I was like, I'm pretty sure unless I'm like on crack, I'm pretty sure I saw 9 a.m. on the 12th, which is today. But yeah, all right, Hasbro. See, I can never fully congratulate them on anything. They always have to somehow mess it up. But anyway, Haslabs, as a reminder for everybody, are crowd-funded projects. And in this case, it is a G.I. Joe classified Dragonfly, which is the probably the most popular helicopter from the original show. This is in 6-inch scale, so you're looking at about a 2-foot helicopter right here. Comes with a figure, comes with a bunch of blast effects and missiles and everything. $275. This thing backed in just over 24 hours, which
That's crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah. So scrolling down, like I say, you get all that stuff. I think this stand is pretty cool because it looks kind of like a spotlight, but then at the same time, it's also clear. So if you kind of have it off to the side, you may not notice the stand.
Mm-hmm.
So see, it kind of looks like that there. But I mean, the size of this thing, 2.5 feet long. That's wild. Inside of the cockpit lights up, and then yeah, what's his face? Wild Bill. That's his name. You get a Wild Bill figure with the helicopter just by backing it. But if they hit more tiers, you'll start to unlock more figures. And what they do is they usually tell you what the next figures are as you're like close to that backing. So right now, if it hits 13,000 backers or 13,000 people buy it, you'll get Ripcord, and then you need 16,000 for tier 2, 19,000 for tier 3. Does this price and does this appeal to you at all?
Well, I mean, it appeals to me, definitely. I'm not paying that much money for it, but I didn't realize how big it was because I think you had posted it either probably on Instagram or you commented, and I was just like, oh, God, I'm not paying that much for that. And I didn't look at the dimensions. So I can understand it being that pricey for that much money. And it does look cool, like everything that lights up and whatnot, but definitely I wouldn't, just because I'd be too afraid to touch the damn thing.
No, it's true. So what's crazy is G.I. Joe's killing it on the Haslabs because right now that one backed at $274, and then right now the Cobra Hiss tank, this is the one that we've talked about a bunch. It's currently in production. This was $300. 26,000 people bought it.
Wow.
And then going back even further, you had the Sky Striker. 15,000 people backed this one. And this was a little different because it's actually, it already shipped. This one's a 3 3/4 inch scale. So when we get to dimensions, if they show it, I would say it's probably 1.5 feet. I don't see dimensions anywhere. I'd say it's like a 1 foot to 1.5 feet in length, but it actually, as you can see here, the wings do come out as well. So insane. What gets me though, when I look at all these, who's storing all this stuff? Like at a certain point, I'm like, all right, you got the Sky Striker, you probably bought the Razor Crest. This was like one of the more popular things. 28,000 people bought that. I'm like, at a certain point, like, where are you putting all these things? Like I would love to have the Dragonfly, but I'm like, where's it gonna go? No clue.
That's where you start going really old school and putting it in on the ceiling with a clear string, and it's just permanently up there.
I'm glad you said that. So there's been a lot of comparisons to. Let me see if we can pull it up here. Let's see. There's been a bunch of comparison videos to the Nitro stage, and this did not back. This is to scale of the like 7-inch figures that Mattel makes, and $400. So people are asking online, why did the Sky Striker back and this one did not? And to me, they're two different things. But one of the things I saw somebody talk about was the Sky Striker. You could hang it from the ceiling, like you could put it on strings, and that's probably how most people used to hang their jets and their helicopters and all that stuff. I mean, I've seen it.
I had a couple like that.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like, yeah, I can buy that, hang it. Some people might buy 2 of those things, big ballers out there. But with the stage, I mean, this thing was like 4 feet. And it's like, yeah, where the hell could I put that? You're not hanging this from the ceiling,
Yeah.
So, crazy.
Also, it's $400 just for a stage like that. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't care how big it is. Like, you can probably make one yourself.
So they did the same thing here with, as you got more backers, you unlocked figures. But it was like the more people that backed it, the worse the figures got. Like when I think WCW, I don't think Ultimate Warrior. I didn't even know he was there. I thought he was only WWF. And then at 11,000 Hulk Hogan, it's like there's a billion Hulk Hogan figures out there. What's the point? So, yeah. All right. Since we are flying through time and yet, now the sale's up. Look at this son of a bitch. So, it looks like 35% off for premium members, 15% off for you regulars out there.
Oh.
So let's see.
I'm going to buy through you.
I think you would, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say you need a code. Let me see if
it's
I
not
add
on their
something.
Instagram.
So, so it says $54, and then the cart. View cart. Oh, unless it's one of those where you have to like spend 100 or something. Let's see. All right, going back. View cart. Still says the price. Yeah. Hang on, let me go to this screen. Yeah, you probably need. Yeah, you need to use a code, but I don't think you need to spend a certain amount. Let's try again. What did I say it was? Power Days 35. Let's see. View carts. Checkout. Let's see. Power Days 35. Yeah, that worked. All right. So 35% off. And then let me see if I take out that figure. If it says you need a minimum. Power Days 35. Yeah, I think you got to spend like over 100. It looks like. Or something in that ballpark. All right. So let's take a look and see what they got. Oh, yeah. It's right in front of me. Spend 75 and you get 35% off, or 15% if you spend 75% off. That's a big jump. Really trying to get people to join the membership. So, as I figured, a lot of Dungeons and Dragons right away. Good movie, by the way.
Transformers and Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna search. So put in Spiderman, and right away, that not on sale. That not on sale. Oh, terrible.
Of course not.
Yeah, that not on sale. That's what I was really hoping to get the Mary Jane, but it's on pre-order now. Doc Ock not on sale. By the way, I did a review that just dropped this weekend of the Doc Ock Aunt May 2-pack. And in that review, I said a good time to buy it would be on sale for their power sales, but apparently not this time. No way, Jose.
Not so much. Good video, though. I watched it. That is annoying. You mentioned, slight spoiler for your video, how they changed the packaging. So it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, one of those that, maybe, wow, like none of this stuff's on sale here. It's one of those where if you're a more casual collector, you may not realize it. But the thing is, I'm also including those of you who buy sporadically. So like, let's say you bought one of the OG figures and it was on card and you're like, oh, I want Doc Ock and I want, Aunt May. You get it and you're just like, what the fuck? Like you didn't even realize it didn't come on card like the other stuff you bought. So this Forge 3-pack, potentially $50, 3 figures, maybe. Let's see. Keep going. Usually,
by the way, you have to
ahead.
be a member. How much is it to be
35%.
a member? Or you just got to sign? No. How much is it to be a member, or you just sign up for the?
It's like $50 for the year, I think. Yeah, this is a good price. 35% off this Dark Phoenix, and this one also will come in the. I think it comes in VHS. No, see, this is where they fuck you up again. This one's on card. So why is this on card and the other ones are not on card? It's silly. But good figure for 35% off of that. But what I was going to say before is these power sales, they're great if you were waiting for like the helmets or the weapons. And the reason I say that is usually for the power sale, sorry, I'm like flying through this thing. You want to buy stuff that you can't find in store, and more specifically, you can't find in Target, because Target will discount their stuff like sometimes 75% off. But something like He Who Remains here, I would go try to find him in Target first, because he's probably at Target now for like $6, and this one's only 35% off. So you always want to reserve the power sale for things not sold at Target.
Gotcha. So I guess I got to go to Target today.
What were you looking for?
I was hoping for the symbiote Spider-Man suit.
Oh,
but that's hard to find.
That's gone. Said. Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, but in general, I go see what they have.
Billy likes the new one that came out, the one that has Carnage in it. So I would consider that. That's a good price there for that. Oh yeah, the helmet here, Lord Dragon helmet, $132. Then you get 35% off of that.
They have a Dragon Zord for. Hang on, I just had it and my iPad messed up. I think it's on page 7. Yep, for $131.99.
I saw it. I just don't remember what.
I just texted it to you.
Here it is. Yeah. I can't remember what the deal was with these Ascension Zords. Oh, almost 12 inches. That's pretty good.
It's a decent size.
Yeah. That's something to consider right there. All right, let me get back to page 10, and then we'll fly through box office. Let's see. A lot of G.I. Joe. That's great. Yeah, a lot of this stuff was on sale last time for the previous sale. Oh, look at that. Plasma Blaster. Or Spengler, I mean.
The Proton Wand?
Yeah.
Ooh.
131, 35% off.
I really got to go back to work and start doing overtime.
Aaron Waller with the All the Nemours are about to be on sale. Yeah, he's getting accused of some stuff. Do you see that?
Really?
Yeah. Somebody's.
Oh boy.
It was like somebody who's like a professional musician, plays saxophone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Said that he's a predator or something like that. I just didn't.
Oh God.
I didn't talk about it because I didn't see like multiple things like confirm it. But I've. I would have grabbed that for sure. The Aliens blaster here.
The Nerf one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sold out. Damn.
Yeah. You can get the Afterlife OG crew. Was it 22 and then the percentage off. Yeah, they got some good stuff here. The Power Ranger Lightning collection, if you're looking at any of the figures, I would check Amazon first before buying any of them because usually they're on pretty good sale on Amazon. And that's it. All right. Pretty decent stuff, I'd say. A nice way to fill in the collection. But yeah, for you, I would...
Or start a new addiction.
Yeah. You mentioned you wanted Symbiote. If you want to take him out of box, this is the one that Billy is really enjoying. Cell shaded, supposed to be based on the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And the Carnage actually does come with a head sculpt of Cassidy.
Okay, cool.
So it, by all definition, is a better figure than the... I have it here, actually. It's a better figure than the one that I have, as far as articulation goes. But
Okay.
the one I have comes on card, where for you, I don't know if you plan on taking them out of card or not.
That would be the question.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sick figure, though.
I really got to find my old toys. I know I had that from way back in the day.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to skip pretty much all the other news and just go straight for box office recap. Oh boy, Marvel's in some trouble. What do you mean? Oh, with
Namor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, even though I liked his performance in there, like, are people really clamoring for more of that?
Yeah, I mean,
Or
I don't
him?
really think... I don't know what he was set up to be, but I kind of didn't feel like he was really... I mean, he'll be a bad guy again, but
Yeah.
it'll be a while before he does a hero turn or anything.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. All right, so we're going to our trusty box office mojo here, and believe it or not, even though it was much lower than it should have been, Transformers was number one at the box office, beating Spiderman by 5 million.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And Spider-Man's in its second week?
Second week, yep, 55 million. Then we have Little Mermaid, third place, 22. Guardians at 7. I'll try to remember to share this later on. James Gunn posted a picture of his dog that he adopted, and somebody was like, cool post, but when's Guardians going on digital? And he was like, well, it's currently fourth place still, so let us enjoy the theaters for a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? He's not wrong there.
He's not.
Yeah. So I started a new tab, the summer 2023 battle. And in this one, I added some filters on here as well. Safe to say I like Excel sheets. Yes.
Yeah, you're a little Excel whore right now.
Yeah. So as far as the opens, we have Spider-Man pretty much doubled what Transformers did. Transformers did 60.5 million on their domestic open. So, you know, the next big one that we're waiting for, I mean, Flash. I am happy to eat my words if Flash ends up breaking 80 million, but I think Mission Impossible is the one, again, to beat the summer.
Yeah.
So let me show one other thing, and then I'll pose this question to you. So let me just turn on the Transformers franchise filter. So as far as domestic opens goes, Rise of the Beast is third lowest on the list. The only things below that are The Last Night, which I think by the time that came out, people were like, I'm all set on Transformers.
Yeah.
That would open at 44 million. I don't even remember. Oh, is that the one with Leonard Nimoy voicing the bad guy?
No, that was the third Michael Bay one where they destroy Chicago.
He plays Unicron or something like that.
Well, in
the cartoon,
he
he did.
played. No, in the cartoon, Orson Welles was Unicron. In the Leonard Nimoy did Galvatron. What
Galvatron. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, got reborn as. God,
Yeah.
I know too much of this shit. And yeah, I had actually heard Orson Welles had done it recently. I forgot all about that. I was like, oh man, that's right, Orson Welles. And I forget, he was a prime in the Michael Bay third one. He was like he was the one they found like on the moon, unconscious or offline or whatever you want to call it.
So that one's not The Last Night? I thought that was.
No, The Last Night is like Optimus Prime, I think, is actually a bad guy for a little while from the trailers, because at the end of the fourth one, he goes off to try to find who made him or who made them, I think, because they sent like a bounty hunter after him. And then so he goes flying off to go, confront them. And then for at least a little while of the last one, he's a bad guy. Never
Anthony
bothered
Hopkins.
to see it. I was so done by the time that came out.
Yeah. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
And then beneath that is Bumblebee. Bumblebee only opened at 21 million, which Bumblebee's a lot better than 21 million as far as like a quality movie. But again, let's put this now in chronological order. So, a little bit of an uptick from the last two movies, but I think people are kind of, transformed out as far as going to theaters. Last night was the Dinobots one. Really? I thought that was Age of Extinction. It's too many fucking movies. The other thing, too, to consider, I was talking to my cousin this weekend, and Optimus, like, wasn't Optimus doing like a Vin Diesel where he's like the bad guy, like in that last Fast movie? Anyway,
yeah, Aaron said it was Extinction.
Yeah. I was pretty sure. So, talking to my cousin this weekend, and I didn't even ask her about this movie. We were talking about something else, and she's like, no, I can't, because they go watch 4D pretty much every time they go to the movies, and they're a family of 5. So she's like, there's so many movies dropping this summer, I have to be selective at this point. And I think Transformers kind of ran into that issue where it's, you're sandwiched between, we're going to call it a Batman movie because that's why most people are going. You're sandwiched between a Batman movie, Spiderman, and then you had Fast 2 weeks prior to that. So like, you're kind of screwed. Especially because everybody's saying it's a good movie.
Yeah, everybody's saying The Flash is a good movie, you're saying?
No. Rise of the Beast. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my audio cut out for a quick second.
No, you're good. So yeah, it's not the best open, but I'd be lying if I said it was surprising. The one column that is surprising internationally, it only opened at 18 million. So nobody saw this shit. And I thought at least in like Japan and in Asia, people would be crazy for Transformers because it's got the whole mech look to it. But this thing bombed overseas, which is insane. Aaron says you only need one, Bumblebee and Rise. Yeah, I could agree with that. Dave's mentioned the house. Good to see you. You said I started Bumblebee on FX with my grandma, didn't, and it did look good. It's on Paramount. I need to check it out. Yeah, you do. Sal says, Aaron, help me. Wasn't Bumblebee in a weird place timeline? Yeah. So they did a like reboot, but not. It was very ambiguous as far as where that movie fits, because I think they weren't sure where they wanted to go with everything. But Bumblebee's worth a watch. It is definitely a fun movie. Not something you have to see in theaters to enjoy, in my opinion, but it's a fun movie.
It seemed fun from the few minutes I watched, because I was like starting to enjoy it, and then I was like, damn it, I gotta watch this without commercials and like not filtered for TV. Not that I think they have to edit too much because it's on TV. And John Cena's in it, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. So here we are. And then this week we have The Flash, followed by Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible, Ninja Turtles,
right,
and Blue Beetle, which nobody's talking about.
Yeah, the first film of the new DC universe, and
yeah,
I completely forgot it was coming out.
Yeah, I repeatedly forget until I open the sheet to update the numbers, and I'm like, oh, Blue Beetle's a thing.
When is it coming out? What date?
We have this down as August 18th.
Oh, man. All right. Well, they have a whole month and a half to kick their game up. But,
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, let's see how much we make on Flash and use some of that marketing budget to push Blue Beetle. But, I mean, Flash is probably so far in the hole that they're just like, they're like, we need to make every little penny we can. But I wouldn't be surprised if Flash does well, they're gonna rev up the marketing on Blue Beetle. But if Flash bombs, I think Blue Beetle kind of just pops up and we're like, oh yeah, here it is. It's this weekend,
Yeah. It'll be on digital a lot quicker than not.
Yeah, than Guardians. So the one that I think is going to be that sleeper, it could go either way. It's a total coin flip, is Ninja Turtles. At that point, a month has passed since Mission Impossible, so maybe people have saved up their money. Kids probably have not gone to theaters since Transformers, unless they're rewatching Spider-Verse a million times. So I think Ninja Turtles has a real shot at a nice 80 to 100 mil. And again, for frame of reference here, Spider-Man opened up at 120. Little Mermaid opened up at 95. So I think Ninja Turtles, not quite as popular as Little Mermaid with certain audiences. So I think a nice 80 mil would be okay, but I wouldn't doubt if it could creep up closer to that 100. If people are just like, it's raining this weekend, let's go to the theater. We'll see.
I think that's fair. I think, like you said, they'll have recovered from Mission Impossible and let's say The Flash, Indiana Jones, all that stuff. And that's one for the kids. Like,
yeah,
there's really nothing else, like you said, except for Spider-Verse and Little Mermaid and stuff like that. Even Guardians isn't really for kids. So, and that already came out a month ago. Right. So
true. All right. Any last minute things before we call it an episode?
I'm excited about The Witcher. I know we're gonna skip that for time, but I mean, my only frame of reference is the show, and that first season was tough to get through. I actually had to stop it, and I came back I think I came back almost a year later and finally sat down and really started it. And once I powered through that first season, I started to really enjoy the show. I think Sal or somebody was saying that somebody was saying they weren't crazy about the trailer that they saw for the third season. Sal. Yeah. But I have no frame of reference, so to me it looks like just more of the show that I've gotten. So I'm excited for it. I'm sorry, any hardcore fans. I'm not happy if they've bastardized anything. That's probably why Henry Cavill is leaving, right? That's part of the reason. He's
and that's his last season, right? Season 3 is the last one he's in.
Yeah. So after that, if they even decide to continue it, I mean, they've cast him, they've made the announcement, but who knows if they'll actually go through with it. Liam Hemsworth, Thor's brother, he's going to take over. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, no, aside from that, I feel so bad about it, but I bought a ticket. I'm going to be seeing The Flash Thursday at 4 in the
Nice.
afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was pointed out to me, it's like, all right, there are a lot of other people aside from Miller involved in it. So, you know, you want them to earn their money too. Like, not like the actors and stuff. But I mean, I guess they already got paid, the people who did the behind the scenes work. But, you know, all the people, like the VFX artists and everything, like their work only gets seen if you go to the theater. So hopefully they fix that Affleck's fake looking head on the motorcycle scene for the actual movie.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was so bad.
Before I just comment on that, as I was scrolling through, this Darth Maul, great buy for 35% off. It's a must-have, even if you just do limited Black Series figures, like a couple at a time. This is a fantastic figure. Pick that one up for sure. Yeah, I mean, I can go on for days about the Ezra Miller thing. I can't see past. I can't justify like everybody else. You know, I can't say to myself, I'm going to see it because of everybody else. Like, he's still the star, and that's what gets me. But you know, like I said, I could talk for hours about that.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not happy I'm doing it, but
we have to see it. I mean, we have to see it.
We have to see it, but also, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't mean to be rude. Michael Keaton's back as Batman. Yeah. I saw Batman Returns in theaters as a kid, so it's like I'd never would have thought in a million years I'd get to see a new Batman movie with him. See, it's not even Flash. Yeah. It's Batman movie to me. So to see, I want to see what he does with it, and hopefully he doesn't tarnish his legacy.
Yeah, hopefully not. Couple of things just to run through, just so I cross everything off the list. Shout out Todd McFarlane. He got the Blizzard license to McFarlane Toys, so Warcraft figures will be coming from him. We got 2 game trailers, no gameplay footage, but 2 game trailers this weekend. A new Fable game dropping, which I loved Fable back on Xbox, Fable 2. We got Star Wars Outlaws, which had no gameplay footage. It's an open world game, so again, I can't really say anything until I see gameplay footage, because I've fallen for dope cinematics before, and then the gameplay is like some dog shit. So, not gonna get too excited there. We have a new Justice League animated movie coming out, War World. That's gonna be based on the new animation we've been seeing from the new Superman movies. And lastly, something getting a lot of negative reviews or no reviews. There was a new Twisted Metal trailer that dropped this weekend, and there were no cars in it. So I'm just like, just whatever, dude. Whatever. You guys do you.
That's the Anthony Mackie one, right?
Yeah.
On Peacock?
Yeah. That one did not land. So, all right. Well, thank you all for dealing with not only the tardiness today, but the tardiness on Hasbro's behalf. They ruined the entire beginning of the episode where we were supposed to be doing a toy purchase together. But the sale is going on now, 35% off if you are a Pulse member, 15% off for everybody else. I might pick up the Plasma Spangler wand. 35% off of 131. Something to hang up on the wall. Might do that.
Yeah.
But Hey Archer Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Nerdy Coffee, this very show, every Monday morning, 9 a.m.-ish here on Nerd Affiliated. More unboxings are going to be coming. We just dropped one this past weekend. More comic reviews. Anthony dropped one last week. More of those are coming down the pipe. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of exciting news coming down the pipe. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the Nerd Foundation. Also, wait, I just noticed it. Steve joined the Nerd Foundation. I think that's brand new, right? I don't remember Steve being in the foundation.
I'm pretty sure it is new. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out Steve.
Welcome, Steve.
Steve, myself, Anthony will be at New York Comic Con Friday this year. So if you're going, come find us. we'll be in cosplay, so go look finding us.
Friday the 13th, no less.
That's true. That's true. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.